Okay, quick radar update. So, Thursday radar update. So a little pop on the open there. Small caps and the 250 risk on look quite strong still. DAX gapped up, just closed that gap. Fantastic day in the portfolio again. New all-time highs again today. Same yesterday. All week we've been pushing highs. Let's quickly just go over and have a look at those US markets. Transports. Just a little bit of a bull flag there. Yes, at some point the markets will, stair step, pull in, move out, pull in, move out. Bull flags all played out pretty well, didn't they? There's a bull flag here. And that one on the Nasdaq as well. That's sort of what we call a swing kicker. Russell kind of following up behind, a little bit weak, the Russell. DAX leader, fantastic. Island reverse, whatever. There's a gap there. Normal action in stocks, in markets, stair stepping action, bull market action. FTSE 100. It's traded 52-week highs today. It's the first time it's traded 52-week highs since 2018. Go figure. And the 250 all-time highs in the history of the world. Small caps as well. That's the 350. So let's just jump straight into the volume leaders. I've noticed the metal stocks are getting a little bit of interest today. They're in a good mood. I'll just note there's a new ShareScope article out. So cheers for everyone who's supported me on that. And obviously any feedback, any questions need asking, just let me know. Doesn't cost anything. It's a gift. It's free. 10:15. We should have traded 26% to be an average volume. A little bit quieter today in the large caps than yesterday. So nothing really standing out there. Let's just go through these. The banks all started the move from this swing move here. We talked about that previously. Diageo might be interested on a retrace. Once it breaks out that base, first retrace. TT, right side of a potential base there. Nothing wrong with that one, I don't think. It's quite a way out from when we first started sort of monitoring this one. So, stage 3. LUCE, I have a position in that. It's kind of been going sideways. It's, I bought it here, so it moved up, moved down. If it bases out, if it moves again, I will trail my position and I will buy some more. I won't be able to trail much though. I'll be able to trail enough though, because I did go in a bit wider with that one, with it being felt a little bit high in the sky. Not that there is gravity in this game. There's trends up, there's trends down. 3i. Impacts, obviously that's a bit rear view. We saw that a few weeks ago on the swing, the end of day screens. Let me just buzz through these large caps and let's see what the small caps are doing. MRL, obviously I'm riding that one as well. Fantastic. And into the small caps, I've already forgotten, 26% should have been traded to be on average volume. Be about 49% to be on conviction. Yeah, we've got plenty to go at again in the small caps. I will buzz through these. This one, bit of a CTP, POS, distill, trends keep trending. Let me just put the log scale on. This one here, previous resistance becomes support. This one's kind of drifting off. It's a return to growth. It's very thin numbers. It's still respecting the trend. None here. Cold close. This was that what we call the early bird. Active low, higher high, first retrace. And then there is the trend. In fact, if you kind of read the ShareScope article, you know, there it is, primary trend reversal. Active low, higher high. Early bird sort of nibble setup, breakout higher, confirmation. That is the switch. That is the switch. What puts sell the rip in, turns sell the rip to buy the dip. FCAP, yes, it's a high flyer in our list. I didn't manage to get any on board on this one. It ran away from me a bit. I have a limit, you know, a threshold. I like to sort of limit my, and also it's when I can actually, you know, if I've got cash to put in these things. But at the time, it was cash and a threshold problem. A little bit of a chase for me, that one, unless we did see it on this early, you know, we did see it on the radar moving out, and we knew it was high on the growth stats before it even made that move. Just didn't want to step in front of those results, which was the, you know, the problem for me, being so close. Jewel. COG continues, nothing wrong with that. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 trending. ORPH, same. Nothing wrong with that. UPGS, same. XPD, same. In fact, you know, stage 1's kind of a higher high. If it based out here, I would call it a stage 2, but it looks like it's just going to go higher. So not actionable for me there. Obviously, I post every setup. The thing is, what you've got to remember about how we do this is we see every one. We see it this day here, we see it this day here, we see it this day here. Every time it hits the screen, we have an opportunity to put risk on the table if we want to at that point in time. But you've got to remember at that point in time, you know, you might have a full portfolio already. Be it the case for us, there's been so many good stocks. So these later sort of movers, what go straight into the top of the GTRS and then start to trend on the back of that growth, as the trend sort of lets them sort of work their way up in the growth list. Sometimes you just, you know, you might be getting on board later on maybe a nice stage 2 base. Stage 2 bases are actually better bases than stage 1s because they have a better sort of less vol, better success rate, so long as you're still trading towards the gas in the tank. So it is, I'm kind of answering a question here as well. It is whatever is in the screens when I'm ready to apply risk. JLP, we have a position. We actually got inside the noise on this before the big picture reversal, and we bought the early bird setup and it added to it above because we saw this reverse vol base. So we thought, get on board here, add here. And that is why we've got a huge position running in that. And this is starting to get a little bit of investor interest. All the way up here, absolutely radio silence. We're up near on sort of 262, well, more than that, nearly 300% before any action hit this stock. Yes, there's a few people out there who are obviously riding it, along with everyone else who's got a position. But I just mean, people start to write stories about it and it starts to get a little bit more popular is what I'm trying to say. SAV. '88E. So obviously we talked about that as a CTP, calculated total punt, POS trade. I didn't take it. Traded it quite a few times in the past, this one. But huge move. I'll just go straight back to the squeeze chart and say, you know exactly how we manage these. And, the way I manage them, the videos in there. I think it's on WMG, the video. But there's a little piece in the behind the firewall in the website. If you want to know where that is, it would have got you out of this stock before the gap down. Getting paid. So if you trade this area, you've got to know when you're at the moon. We haven't had the moon people on for a while. Oh, there they are. EAH. So this one's trading towards some fantastic growth. It's been a bit of a tough one in the past, this one, but it ticks the threshold we like. So obviously active low, higher high, first retrace. Is this going to be a stock of interest for us going forward? I don't think it's pulled into the zone yet, but I think it could be getting a little bit sort of heading that way to where it starts to be a little bit more interesting, is the best way of putting that. We like to buy that slingshot. I'm not sure the bow's pulled all the way back yet. BGO. Net call. SBSY. Obviously got a position in that. Healthy market today. I won't curse it. GMR. None here. Obviously, we could have traded all the gambling stocks. This was the laggard, and it is getting it's trading towards very thin numbers. This one, it's a return to growth, very slim growth, very slim profit. The other ones were far stronger, but this one did offer that sort of extra sort of beta. So I can totally understand this being of interest. It's from that retrace, it's up 100%. So nothing wrong with that. A little bit more risky. Not a favourite area of mine because, anything can hit. Regulation can hit that kind of area, so I don't like to wait too much in that kind of area. So I will leave it there. There's some interesting action today. The sun has just come out after a little bit of rain overnight. It was Baltic yesterday. It was sunny, and then it was snowing the day before. So I'm going to make the most of the day, I think. Cheers all.